Yo, hey folks, alright, Kevin here. About to do yet another review of, I think, what is a classic sequel to a classic franchise, and yet this movie gets shat upon and dirt upon it for, I don't think, the good reasons, you know? And I'm about to give you my good reasons why this movie rocks, alright? Okay, so we are talking about Friday the 13th franchise, alright? I mean, I know a couple of movies that get, a couple of the sequels that get shat upon in it, but we're referring to the Paramount years, not the New Line Cinema years, so this negates the Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X stuff, alright? This is the Paramount years, and the one I'm going to be reviewing and then giving my loving commentary to is going to be, boom, Part 5, A New Beginning, alright? See, this is some bullshit DVD right here, cover, so I'm going to use the original right here, the best. Alright, it's just like simplicity at its finest. As much as this movie is, it's just that fucking simple, okay? So, this movie here, alright, is, it's the trashiest at its finest, alright? This is the pinnacle, this came out in the mid-80s, during the pinnacle of the slasher subgenre, like, success. And it's starting to die down after this point. But this one delivers on all the goods of what slasher films are notorious for. Now, I'm not talking about what is good about slasher films, but what slasher films are badly known for. This delivers in spades. And I'm about to say why. The story pretty much centers on Tommy Jarvis, the survivor. The young Corey Feldman in Part 4, the final chapter, is now a little bit older. He's dealing with a lot of psychological demons on the inside after what happened to him and his sister Trish. And he's now being deported to a halfway house full of, what they consider crazy, kooky teens, which I really don't understand what's so crazy about them, but I guess they have emotional issues and whatnot. So anyway, I digress. So while he's there, I believe this place is called Pinehurst, and it's located nearby Crystal Lake, I think, and out in the woods. Go figure. And so there seems to be either Jason's alive in the figment of Tommy Jarvis's now grown-up mind, or there's someone dressed up as Jason killing off people around the town and people at Pinehurst. So it's a bizarre one, and that's the reason why I get shat on a lot, is that a lot of people say, oh, well, it wasn't really Jason in the film. Who gives a flying fuck? This movie rocks, and I'm about to tell you why. Okay, so we get a cast of zany characters in this movie. So I'm sure with any movie considering a halfway house of emotionally abrupt people, you have to have some interesting characters involved. This does. You get let's say Tommy Jarvis. You get the little black boy Reggie, who he's not actually a member of it. His grandpapa works as like a cook there. Cooks the big breakfast and stuff. And he just happens to roam around and hang out there. You have Violet, who's this awesome new waver robot dancing chick with her like platinum bleached and black hair, crimped hairdo. She'd put the singer of Berlin to shame with that hair. She's just fucking cool. I loved her. You also get Debbie Sue Voorhees, who is in no relation to the Voorhees characters of this franchise, but she's got jugs for days, man. She's got some big tits, and of course they show them off. And you got other random characters littered throughout. You have the black dude from the Return of the Living Dead making a cameo in this film. I'll get onto that one later. And you get these random two backwoods living in a shack, dirty, I don't know if you call them rednecks, but they're hillbillies, a mother and a son, Junior, I think his name is, and the mother, who constantly cackles and screams while she's making her prize goddamn stew. Excuse my language, but she says that a lot in the film. So, you get some colorful characters in this movie. It's comedy gold, I kid you not. I don't think it was intentional. Anyhow, so this movie is fucking awesome because not only does it boast some of the coolest death scenes in the whole entire franchise, it has some inventive death scenes. No one could take away from that at all, okay? And also, it's very over the top and it's very sleazy. But it's perfectly sleazy because you know why? The director's previous work from this film was porno films. So this movie is almost made just like a porno film. It delivers, you know, the setup of naked bodies, the tit shot and everything, the build up, you know, the sex, and then its cum shot is the spastic gore, decapitation and whatnot. So it's perfect. It works perfectly for this universe. All right, so you get a bunch of zany characters in this movie. You know, you have, aside from, in fact, I think the zaniest characters are not even in the halfway house. It's like I told you, the mother and son duo that lives in this shack right across the way, and they hate the people at Pinehurst. They hate them because they're crazy. I don't understand it, but they just do, so I accept it. Okay, you also get, okay, like the black guy from Return of the Living Dead, Miguel, I forget his name, Miguel something, but he plays Reggie's older brother, who's there with who's part of RV camp, eating microwave enchiladas. That makes him run to the outhouse with Wild Banyan and his girlfriend that looks like she belongs on the Cosby Show. So, you know, anyway, you know, you get this character, you know, he eats, you know, he's dressed in leather head to toe. And there's a lot of leather in this movie. I'm about to go into that too. But you get Miguel, who's like dressed in leather head to toe. He looks like Tito Jackson or something. And he's ate too much of those goddamn microwave enchiladas. And then he runs to the outhouse. And in the outhouse, he gets killed. He gets speared to death. But before doing so, you get an awesome, singing number of, ooh, baby, hey, baby, ooh, baby, hey, baby, over and over and over in rotation. I think Justin Bieber got his inspiration from this dude, no joke, or those lyrics, I don't know. But anyway, so he gets speared to death, all right? And that's actually kind of, it's kind of shitty, no pun intended, how he dies, because not only is he on the crapper, but he's stuck in this little shit outhouse thing with a pole being driven through it over and over until you get spiked to death. I mean, that's horrible. So, I digress. Hold on one sec. Alright, so sorry about that. Yes, I want to be smoking a cigarette and having a beer while I'm doing this. Oh well. Alright, so not only that, speaking of other leather, you get these two random dudes. I don't know, they're not part of Pinehurst, they're just these other guys that hate the people at Pinehurst because they're crazy. And they're going on about how those crazy people deserve to die. They deserve what they get. I mean, we're talking about just emotionally erupt teenagers and such. I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, these two kids are dressed up like 50s biker leather daddies. You know, and while they're in the woods taking a piss while the other one works on the engine, you know, seeing great pop numbers like a rat-tat-tat-tat-tootie, a rat-tat-tat-tat-tootie, a rat-bop-bop-bop-bop-bop. So, you know, you get things like that, okay? I'm telling you, I don't know who wrote the song lyrics for this movie of what the characters sing, but it's gold. It's comedy gold, all right? Again, so you get these, there's all these colorful, wild characters sprinkled throughout this movie. They're not even part of the Pinehurst crazy people, all right? They're just the other random adults that are crazy. You get a waitress near the nearby diner who does a lot of coke, and her boyfriend, and she gets axed, you know, and and her too. She has a big pair of jugs, you know, some titties, and so I mean, yeah. But this movie is just it's rife with violence, gore, blood, good decapitation, some good death scenes, and a lot of TNA. No joke. I mean, I think there was about 3 or 4 naked females in this film. I mean, it delivers. The slasher film delivers in this. You know, the notorious ideas of what people think of slashers. You know, people all think slasher films are all a bunch of naked women running around, you know, a bunch of tit shots, and a bunch of ass shots, and a bunch of murder, death, kill. Well, that really is this. There's no joke. This is that. So anyhow, I digress. You know, you get, you know, aside from those colorful characters, you get some really great death scenes. You know, one of my favorites that stands out in this is between the sex scene between the one dude, I forget, the brunette dude, and his girlfriend, Debbie Sue Voorhees, with the big jugs for days. They go out in the woods with towel, like a big towel to lay out, and they end up having sex, you know, because that's what just people do in the woods. And upon doing so, Debbie Sue Voorhees gets her fucking eyes gouged out with, like pliers, not pliers, but shears, which is, ugh, that was pretty painful to watch. But also, the boyfriend sees it, okay? And the best thing about it is his reaction. It's like, I would impersonate it, but I'm not. But the reaction is like, it's like a Keanu Reeves kind of moment, like a, whoa, you know? And it's funny. And then he steps up against a tree and gets a belt slapped around his face, and the twig pulled through the loops, and then twisted and twisted and twisted until the leather strap just goes, embeds into his face and like complete concaves his eyeballs and everything. And then until the strap snaps in half. Okay? You get, you know, early in the movie, which is kind of the setup to why the people are getting killed in this. You get an overweight guy, part of the halfway house, who he offers a chocolate bar to a very angry guy working an axe, who's also plays one of the punks in Return of the Living Dead as well. And you know, upon offering a chocolate bar, he gets axed to death. Okay, so that's kind of what sets up the whole conundrum of this movie. Yeah, this movie just has it all, you know, and I just don't understand why people hate on it so much. I mean, yeah, it's great quality. Nah, you know, we can't go into quality here, but entertainment, oh, it's entertaining to a fucking T. I kid you not. Okay, I mean, I'm telling you, it has some great murders in this film. It has some great sequences too. I'll even go to say Pam, the heroine of the movie, the female one, because there's also Tommy Jarvis and Reggie. They're the male counterpart heroes in it. But the final girl in this is, I mean, she's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool though because she's wearing like a white shirt, and there's a rain machine. Well, it's raining in the movie when she's getting chased by Jason, you know, and she does you know, I defend slasher movies because a lot of people that don't really know slasher films always bitch about how the character always falls and trips and slides in the mud or on the ground and gets up and falls again. Well, this happens in this movie, but that's not her fault. That's the director's fault. But anyhow, I digress. You know, she's wearing an awesome white shirt with like the whole yuppie sweater thing tied around the neck and on the back. And so, of course, when it gets rained on, you can see right through that damn thing. And she's got porn-perfect blue eyeshadow on. Like, porn-perfect. She looks like an 80s porno star. I kid you not. I'm just waiting for the red big nails to pop up. But anyhow, so, you know, you get the prerequisite, you know, sliding in the mud shot, you know, while Jason's coming, or I'm sorry, the imposter Jason's coming up to her. You get, you know, shit, I mean, I could just go on and on, but this movie has it all. This movie is the stereotypical slasher film of what non-horror movie fans would think of as a slasher. This is what this is right here. It's just entertainment, you know, it's just entertaining from beginning to end. There's really no depth put in this movie. I can't really say that, you know. I mean, they try to add psychological depth to Tommy Jarvis, but yeah. But that's not to take away from it. Again, this movie delivers, you know. Like I said, if you like your tits and ass, your TNA, boom, done. If you like your gore and your high body count, and I think this one is one of the Paramount sequels that actually has the highest body count of them all. Boom, done. If you like some... If you like some colorful looking characters up in it that you know, sing rat tat tat tooties and ooh baby, done. All right, and you know, and they get murdered with reckless abandon. All right, so with further ado, I just gotta say, Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning is fucking badass. Okay, it's a fun sequel. I've been a fan of it since I was a kid. And to all the naysayers out there who bitch that oh, it's that imposter Jason, it sucks. Well, just joking. No. If you don't like this film, that's cool. I can understand that. But man, this is trashy entertainment at its finest. I kid you not. And again, like I said, the director's previous work were porn films. So everything's set up like a porn film in this movie. No joke. Okay. Does it represent the slasher genre very well? No. But does it deliver in spades what, you know, that the slasher genre is known for doing? Yes. So check it out sometime. If you've never seen Part 5, A New Beginning, check it out. Just be aware, it's not the real Jason in it. It's a guy dressed up as Jason. But I gotta say, he's pretty fucking stealthy. And I mean, oh, one more thing before I finish this. I mean, you get, like I said, you get murder by machete stabbings, bunk bed stabbings from below. You get a flare in the fucking mouth. You get a head hatcheted off while a guy's riding a motorcycle. You get a meat cleaver to the face. You get axe murder. You get, you know, leather strap pretty much embedded into your skull. You get it all. It's got so many murder death kill scenes in this that are fucking awesome. So I gotta say, this one's pretty creative with some of the death scenes. It's pretty creative with some of the weird characters that sprinkle throughout it. All right, you know, again, all I gotta say is a rat tat tat tootie and hey baby, and also it's fun. I mean, who can complain about that in a slasher film? You know, don't watch this expecting, you know, any kind of deep thoughts put into it whatsoever, because you're not. You'll be sorely disappointed. But then again, who really watches these sequels for that? Not I. But anyway. Boom. Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Okay? And it was a fun fucking new beginning at that. So anyway, that's it. And I'm out. Peace.